Hi, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised here. Now I have the website pulled up, which we will take a look at here in just a second. But I want to start this video out on a Google search page. And what I've typed in is roofing Naperville, Illinois. And this is what we consider to be a buyer intent keyword. So it's very specific on, somebody looking for a type of service within a certain location, right? And obviously keeping it very relevant to you as well. It looks like you're servicing most of the, what I would consider, west, southwest, outlying, suburbs of the Chicagoland area. Now, people are going to type this in differently. The main takeaway here is we just need to rank on the first page for as many of those keywords as possible, okay? And preferably organically. You can do it two separate ways organically, and then you can also run these pay-per-click ads, which is going to be non-organic, and the leads that you get from these aren't going to be nearly as good as what you can get through the two separate ways organically. So now you can rank organically with the business profile, but the business profile is really only going to help you about a 5 to 10 mile radius outside of where your actual office is located at and where that business profile is associated with that. So what you can do with your business profile is kind of limited, right? But it's going to be super great within that 5 to 10 mile radius. So your business profile, the few things that you can do as a business owner, without taking too much of your time every single week, is going to be uploading geotagged photos within there, and then also making sure you're getting the good high quality reviews, as many of those as you can, and then you're responding to those reviews once you get them. One more thing is just to go through your business profile and make sure you have everything filled out within there, okay? Don't leave anything blank. Now, your website is going to be able to help you target any of these specific areas that you guys try and service. So you're within this Wheaton area, so, again, you're going to be able to generally you're going to be able to rank, somewhere within this area, a 5 to 10 mile radius. So it's going to be hard to pull you up if somebody's searching for Naperville. But, if somebody's searching for roofing near me within a 5 to 10 mile radius, you want to be able to pop up with that business profile again. But back over to the website, we can see, Showalter is going to be one of your top competitors in Naperville and around the Chicagoland area. So I did pull up their website that we can take a look at here in just a second, okay? So back over to your guys' website. First thing I notice is that your domain here is not secure. You're definitely going to want to make sure that that is fixed, because this can actually prevent you from being able to rank, and it can actually, a lot of people, they will instantly click out because they think it may contain some type of virus or something like that. So that's really just an SSL fix that you need to figure out on your end. And then kind of coming through, I'm liking most of what I'm seeing, different interlinkings to the services that you guys provide. You have a lot of good call to actions, which are what I'm considering, buttons like this: talk to a roofing expert, talk to our experts. You got the call button up here, talk to a member here. These are all helping to convert people that come into your website to people who are reaching out to you. There's also schedule inspection button here, right? And then you have good links to, your Google profile, Yelp, Facebook, and Better Business Bureau too. Okay, now the downside of what I'm seeing is you don't have tons and tons of content on your home page here. And I mean, you don't want tons of content, but you want a decent amount. Somewhere, typically a bare minimum for Google's algorithm is going to be about 500 words of content, okay? And you're getting there. You're probably going to want a little bit more. Probably somewhere between the 500 to 1,000 range is going to be good, because what that does is it shows Google that, you really know what you're talking about, and you can provide the relevant content around your service that you provide. Now, what you can also do with that content is put keywords within it, okay? And you really got to have that good amount of content so that you're not overstuffing your keywords, because a good benchmark is about every 150 words of content, you can have a keyword within there. Now, you can put keywords within your website multiple different ways. One's within the actual page title of each page of your website. You can see when I'm hovering on the tab here of the Google Chrome, roofing contractors, Wheaton, Illinois, right? So that's a keyword you guys are targeting for that area. And then you can target keywords within your actual headers. So we call these the H tags of your website. And then you can actually do it within your content, the actual words of content. You can do it behind images, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of ways. Now, I like to use the analogy of just a car, okay, and getting from point A to point B. Point A being where you guys are now, point B being, getting on the first page of Google. Well, you need a vehicle to get you from point A to point B, and that's your website, okay? And everything that I've been talking about your website so far is what we call our on-page SEO, or we can consider it, website optimization. So if you're going to go on a long road trip, you want to inspect your vehicle a little bit. Make sure your brakes are good, the oil level is good, the tire pressure. All this stuff is intact so that your vehicle can get you from point A to point B. And then typically at that point, you're going to go fill up at a gas station, right? And you got to keep pumping gas into this vehicle to get you from point A to point B. And that's what we're going to talk about next, which is our off-page SEO, okay? Now, what we're looking at here is a paid program. I put in your URL, and this is giving me a dashboard of numbers, and we're going to do comparison between both your numbers here and then Showalter's as well. So these first two numbers here, the 2.1 and the 6, this is the strength and trust that Google has with your website, okay? And this is relating to that off-page SEO. So they're rated out of 100, so we definitely know you're going to need to build more strength and trust with Google. But really, once you hit a benchmark of around 30 and above for each of these ratings, you're going to be considered pretty darn powerful at that point. So a backlink, simply put, is going to be any clickable text or image linking one website to another. So you need to build those out through these different referring domains. In a referring domain, you want to be as authoritative as you can possibly get, meaning the backlinks that are, or the referring domains that are holding the backlinks that you guys have are authoritative and have high strength and trust ratings within Google already. So once you do acquire that backlink from them, it's going to help your ratings in return. Now we can see you're only indexing for 4 keywords and you're not getting any traffic from that, okay? And if we click on your keywords, we can see where you are, what you are indexing for. So we have Wheaton roofing, a roofer, Wheaton roofing, roofing Wheaton. Now what I'm curious is, I don't know if this is particular towards that actual area or not. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so it is. It is for your guys' area of Illinois is what most of these are going to be popping up as I can assume. Let me go ahead and check this one out real quick too. Now this one, okay, this one is as well, but there's a couple companies named Wheaton Roofing, so you guys do have your business profile ranking pretty good, as we can see. I would work on your photos there for sure. Make sure you're getting in more photos. Make sure you're responding to your reviews here as well. And it looks like your newest review is about 4 months ago, so make sure you're getting as many of those as you can, okay? Now, okay, so you are indexing for a few of these keywords involving Wheaton, as we can see here, which is good. But you're on, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th, 10th page of Google for these keywords, and you're not indexing for any of these other areas, outlying areas around that you guys are going to service as well. So that's where also like a service area pages or communities that you guys serve pages are going to be really helpful in your website as well. So again, you can be very specific on each page of your website what exactly you're trying to rank for. Because if you try and rank for too many areas and too many services for one particular page of your website, it's actually going to be very counterintuitive. You don't want to be broad with what you're trying to rank for. You want to be very specific to Google, okay? Now, this is Showalter. We can see right off the bat their strength and trust is getting closer to that benchmark, right? So they're going to be, one of those more powerful websites. And we can see they're also indexing for a lot of keywords. This is where a blog can also help you out, and I would definitely recommend implementing a blog within your website. And they're bringing in over 600 traffic, getting close to 700 traffic per month. And we're going to click on their keywords here as well. We can see they're getting a good amount of traffic from, roofing in Bloomingdale, Illinois, Lombard as well, Glen Ellen. Now here's some of your ones in Naperville that they're doing fairly well for, right? They got Wheaton too. So they've got all these different keywords for these areas that you guys are going to service as well, Aurora. And they're doing fairly well, right? This, I'm not too worried about their Showalter one. But like roofing Bloomingdale, that's pretty good. 80 volume, but they're second position, so they're getting almost 50% of that volume as traffic, which is really good. Once you get on the first page, you can generally get around 10% as an average. Obviously, the higher up on the page you go, the more of that volume you can convert into traffic, and then the lower on the page, a little bit less than 10%. But I've seen as high as 50%. So this is really good. We know these areas convert from, people getting into the page to getting into a website. Now, what you're probably considering from here is, how much of this traffic that's coming into the website is going to convert into a lead. And generally, if it's coming from a buyer intent keyword, it's going to be around 30%, sometimes 25, 30%. So, he's getting right around, what would that be? 15 to 20 leads per month for Bloomingdale, Illinois. And then you could go down the list and kind of do a quick look through. But, this company's probably generating a good 30 to 50 leads probably per month for roofing in these different areas that they have started to rank for. So that's where you can see, how beneficial this can really start to be for a company, including yours. And not to mention that these are organic leads, right? They're absolutely organic. These are people using, Google as a reference point. They like what they're seeing when it comes to your company because you're ranking up top. And then they're reaching out to you, okay? And those close at a super high ratio as well, as you could imagine. So if you have any further questions or concerns, if you need me to elaborate on any of this info that I've talked about in the video, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I got some contact info down below in the email. I'd love to hear from you guys. Even any feedback on the video would be definitely helpful to me just in return for doing this video for you. So hope to hear from you guys soon and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.